The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. There's Declan and Messiah and Kylan and Amia. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Good job, boys and girls. All right, we're going to get ready to practice our shapes next. Do you remember our shapes? We went on a shape hunt around our school a couple weeks ago, and we're going to talk about shapes again today. You're going to need to use your fingers, so get them all warmed up and get ready to go. All right, we're going to sing a song about shapes. Are you ready? We can make a circle, a circle, a circle. We can make a circle just like this. Ready? Let's draw it. We can make a square, a square, a square. We can make a square just like this. Get your finger ready. Good job. We can make a triangle, a triangle, a triangle. We can make a triangle just like this. Are you ready to try it? We're gonna get trickier. Are you ready? We can make a heart, a heart, a heart. We can make a heart just like this. I'm going to use 2 fingers for this one. Good job. We can make an octagon, octagon, octagon. We can make an octagon just like this. That one was really hard. How many sides did that octagon have? Do you know? 8 sides. Let's do it again, and we're going to count this time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Yay. Did you get your fingers all warmed up this morning? Good job. All right, we're going to read A Pocket for Corduroy today, and we have already read this book. But remember, we like to read books lots of times in our school because it helps us to remember the story if we've read it more than one time. And you also can practice telling the story over and over. That's a good skill for preschoolers to be able to do, to tell the story just by trying to remember it. So we're going to read A Pocket for Corduroy again. A Pocket for Corduroy by Don Freeman. A Pocket for Corduroy by Don Freeman. Late one summer afternoon, Lisa and her mother took their laundry to the laundromat. As always, on such trips, Lisa carried along her bare corduroy. The laundromat was a very busy place at this hour. "Now, Corduroy, you sit right here and wait for me," Lisa said. "I'm going to help with our wash." Do you remember, does Corduroy sit and wait? Let's see. Corduroy waited patiently. Then suddenly perked up his ears. Lisa's mother was saying, "Be sure to take everything out of your pockets, Lisa dear. You don't want your precious things to get all wet and soapy." So Lisa's reaching into her pocket. Do you see her? And the word pocket made Corduroy think. "Pockets," said Corduroy to himself. "I don't have a pocket." He slid off the chair. "I must go find something to make a pocket out of," he said, and he began to look around. First, he came to a pile of fancy towels and washcloths, but nothing was the right size or color. Then he saw a huge sack of colorful clothes in a laundry bag. "There ought to be something in there to make a pocket out of," he said. Without hesitating, he climbed inside the bag, which was filled with pieces of wet laundry. The dampness didn't bother Corduroy in the least. "This must be a cave," he said, sighing happily. "I've always wanted to live in a dark, cool cave." When the time came for Lisa to fetch her bear, he was gone. "Oh, Mommy," she exclaimed, "Corduroy isn't here where I left him." "Oh, I'm sorry, honey," said her mother, "but the laundromat will be closing soon. We must be getting home." Lisa was reluctant to leave without Corduroy, but her mother insisted. "You can come back tomorrow," she said. "I'm sure he will still be here." As they left, a young man wearing an artist's beret, that's his hat, see his hat on his head, was taking his wet laundry out of the bag, the very bag Corduroy had discovered. Before he knew it, Corduroy was being tossed together with all the sheets, shirts, shoes, and slacks. Just like we've been talking about all those clothes, he's throwing all of his clothes in the washing machine. He was tossed inside the dryer, but just as the artist was shutting the glass door, Corduroy tumbled out onto the floor. "How in thunder did that bear ever get mixed up with all my things?" the artist wondered. Poor Corduroy was damp all over. "The least I can do for him is give him his overalls a good drying," said the man thoughtfully. He unbuttoned Corduroy's shoulder straps and put his overalls in the dryer. Corduroy grew dizzy as he watched the clothes spinning around, but the artist became inspired. "This would make a wonderful painting," he said as he took his sketch pad out of his pocket and began to draw the swirling clothes. "I can hardly wait to get back to my studio." Finally, the dryer stopped whirling and the man gathered up the clothes. Then he helped Corduroy put on his warm, dry overalls. All at once, the manager of the laundromat called, "Closing time, everybody out." Corduroy was gently placed on top of a washing machine. "I wonder who this bear belongs to," the artist said as he was leaving. "Seems to me he should have his name someplace. He's too fine a fellow to be lost." As soon as the lights were turned off, Corduroy began his search again. He was surprised to see something white glowing in the dark. "Maybe it's snow," he said excitedly. "I've always wanted to play in the snow." Do you remember what it is? Was it snow? He accidentally tipped over the open-lidded box, and suddenly he was covered with slippery, soft soap flakes. You were right, it wasn't snow, it's soap. Gradually, Corduroy began to slip and slide. "Oh, what fun," he said with a smile. "I've always wanted to ski down a steep mountainside." He landed paws first into an empty laundry basket. "This must be a cage," he said, peeking through the bars. "I've never wanted to live inside a cage like a bear in the zoo." But by now, Corduroy felt drowsy, and soon he nodded off to sleep. Next morning, when the manager came to open the door of the laundromat, there was Lisa waiting. I left something here yesterday, she explained. May I look around? Certainly, said the manager. My customers are always leaving things. Lisa was searching under the chairs and in back of the washing machines when she heard the manager call her. Is this what you're looking for, señorita? That very morning, Lisa sewed a pocket on Corduroy's overalls. And here is a card I've made you with your name on it for you to keep tucked inside, she said. I've always wanted a purple pocket with my name tucked inside, said Corduroy, as he and Lisa nuzzled noses. Was Corduroy happy to have a pocket? I think so. Did you like reading A Pocket for Corduroy again? This time I really had fun listening to how Lisa made a pocket for Corduroy. That was so nice of her since Corduroy wanted a pocket so badly. So after reading that, it made me want pockets, and I didn't have any pockets on my clothes today. So I decided I better come home and put on some clothes that have pockets. So I looked all through my closet to see what would have the most pockets. Are you ready to help me count how many pockets I have on my clothes? All right, let's see. On my jeans, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's one tiny one here. 5 pockets on my jeans, but I'm not done yet. Let's keep counting. On my shirt, that makes 6, 7 pockets. But I'm wearing a sweater too. Let's look at my sweater. 8, 9. I have 9 pockets. 9. Nueve. See if you can count how many pockets are on your clothes today. Are you just like Corduroy? Did you like having pockets? What kind of things do you like to keep in your pockets? That's what pockets are good for, aren't they? Keeping fun treasures in them. Just don't let them go through the washing machine if you put fun treasures in your pockets. Have a super fun day, boys and girls. Bye.